Hi everyone, welcome again to Geography 101, Introduction to Physical Geography. This lecture is going to serve as a short introduction to the syllabus. I recommend that after you watch this video that you find the syllabus on Blackboard if you haven't already done so. It can be found on the homepage of the course as well as on the menus to the left. There'll be a folder marked syllabus. I will gloss over some stuff in this PowerPoint that the syllabus will go much more in depth to. So my name is Jamie Speed Rossiter. I am a geographer. I'm an environmental geographer. I've done a lot of work regarding conservation, and particularly with marine protected areas. I've also done some work looking at how urban agriculture in cities creates more green space. My office hours, we have virtual office hours for this class. They are Monday from 12 to 1 p.m. on Google Hangouts or by appointment. Google Hangouts, which you can visit by going to the URL hangouts right here, .google.com. You can register with Google Hangouts using any email address. It does not have to be a Gmail address. If you're a Gmail user, when you visit Google Hangouts, it will automatically pop up with your Gmail to log in. Otherwise, you can create one. I can be reached at the email address shown right here, my jrossiter@sdccd.edu. So once you successfully get a Google Hangouts account and log in, you could just hit Start New Conversation, enter my email address, and on Mondays from 12 to 1, I will be online Google Hangouts ready to answer your questions. You are also welcome to make an appointment with me online at another time if that time does not work on Mondays for you. And also it's possible to make an appointment with me to meet on the Miramar College campus. I can do that as well. But as this is an online class, most of our interaction is going to be online. So a course description from the college catalog. This course examines the major world patterns of the physical environment. This course covers the fundamental information and processes dealing with the Earth's atmosphere, climate, landforms, natural vegetation, water, and soils, along with the appropriate use of maps and charts. And here we can see a map of climate zones across the world. Geographers do a lot more than just use maps, but we are certainly going to use some maps in this class. The required text for this class is McKnight's Physical Geography, 4th California edition by Darrell Hess. This book is available in the bookstore and online. If you use the 3rd California edition, that is also okay. You can also use the most current edition that is not the California edition. The material is pretty much the same, but don't go back too far in edition. In addition, the Miramar College Library has every college textbook available, every college textbook that you use on campus available at the library. Some of them you can take out for a week, some of them you have to use in the library, so you don't necessarily have to purchase the textbook. This course goes very, very quickly. We're going to be covering about 3 chapters per week, save the first week when we're going to be doing 2. You should read the chapters before you watch the lecture, ideally, but certainly before you take the quiz at the end of every module. Again, Blackboard, obviously very important for an online class. So by this point, you've logged in, you've gotten to the course. On the homepage of the course, there's also some links to some helpful tools for students to help better educate themselves about Blackboard. If you are having a particular problem with the course, please email me. I will email you back within 24 hours. So this is what our course homepage looks at. You can see the welcome, introduction, start here, which is where you are right now. Below that, the syllabus. Below that is the modules. There will be 1 module per week. And then you see student orientation and tutorials, which is some helpful training for you if you're not that familiar with Blackboard, if you haven't taken an online class before. So again, if you click in modules, right now you'll only be able to see module 1. There is 1 module per week in this class, right? And so each week will consist of 1 module. Modules will become available on midnight on Sunday, and you have until midnight the following Sunday to complete it. I do accept late work up to a week late, but after that, it's no longer accepted. This class is going to go so fast. So it's really, really important that you stay current with the modules and don't fall behind. Also, you cannot work ahead in this class. You do your module for the week, and the following week you do the next module. You are not allowed to work ahead. It's not the way online classes are supposed to work. So the coursework for the class, again, I said in my introductory video that we're not going to have this big long paper because you really can't do it in an online 6-week class. Sorry if you hear a dog jingling around in the background. The first is quizzes. At the end of each module, there will be a short quiz, 20 questions. There's 6 quizzes in total, one for each module, so that's a total of 120 points. Exercises, there will be 3 exercises each week. They will range from discussion boards to short assignments to blog entries. There's 18 total of those, and those are 10 points each for 180 points. So those 2 things right there are pretty much the bulk of the points that you're going to earn for the semester. In addition, you have a weekly journal. A weekly journal is due every week. The last one is an extra credit one if you want to do it. There's actually 6, but you don't have to do the last one. They are 5 points each. The weekly journal is a way for me to check in with you. It's communication between just me and you, how you're progressing in the course, any problems you may be having, if you're having trouble keeping up. It should be noted that in order to open the next module, you have to complete the weekly journal for the previous module. Otherwise, the module will not open. So if you go to start your module and you're like, I can't see it, that's why. You have to complete that weekly journal first. There's a final survey for the course, which will be the last thing that you do, and that's worth 10 points. That's just a way for me to get some feedback on how specific aspects of the course worked for you. It's my own evaluation tool that I use to format my courses going forward. And finally, there's a plagiarism quiz. Plagiarism, you are expected to follow the standards of academic honesty on an online course just as you are in an in-person course. So copying and pasting answers from other places in the internet without quotes in a source will not serve you well in this class. It'll lead to 0 points. So at the very beginning of Module 1, you're going to read a little bit about plagiarism, watch a little video, and take a short quiz. This quiz you are allowed to take 3 times in order to improve your score. This is the only quiz that you're allowed to do that with. So the total points for the course is 350 points. So it's pretty clear. The bulk of it is your quizzes and exercises, but then you also have that weekly journal. Again, you can't proceed to the next module before you complete your weekly journal, the final survey, and the plagiarism quiz. Late assignments, full credit for late assignments will only be given in the case of documented illness or other valid documented reason, and those are very few and far between. 10% will be deducted per day for lateness. After 1 week, assignments will not be accepted. Special accommodations, usually I say 2 weeks, but this class is so fast, you pretty much have to let me know this week if you need some type of special accommodations. So if you need them due to a documented disability, or if you're going to miss a class for a school-sponsored sport, which would not really happen in this class because it's an online class, but you need to let me know within the first week of class. Again, cheating and plagiarism, cheating, including plagiarism, will not be tolerated in this class. Any student caught cheating will receive a grade of 0 on that assignment and will be reported to the college. Please keep in mind that plagiarism includes any use of another person's words or ideas without proper citation. If you have doubts about what this includes, see me. Look at the materials on Module 1 on Blackboard, but ignorance will not be accepted as an excuse. So once you complete that plagiarism part of Module 1, you can't tell me I wasn't sure what plagiarism was, but you can feel free to email me questions if you're not sure. Also, this being an online class, you are supposed to complete this work by yourself, which means that if you're taking this class with a friend, you shouldn't be sitting next to one another and completing your work together. You're expected to work independently. And finally, this is the course schedule. And again, it goes really, really fast. So the module dates here, you can see actually have a date of Monday, because technically if it goes live midnight Sunday night, that's actually Monday. So you have until the following Sunday. These are the chapters that we're covering and the topics for that week. This is the chapters you're expected to read. And then the assignments due as part of that module: exercises 1 through 3, plagiarism quiz, quiz 1, and weekly journal 1 as part of this week. When you go into the modules, you will follow them page by page and you will do these things in order. It's fairly self-explanatory, but again, if you have a problem, please email me and I will be responsive within 24 hours. That being said, if you email me late on Sunday night because you can't figure something out, I'm not going to be on my email late on Sunday night and you're not going to get a response from me till the following day. Also, I just want you to notice that the final module is actually due on a Saturday evening because that is the last day of the course, July 15th. So that's it for this lecture. You should now go to the syllabus, read the syllabus more thoroughly, and then proceed to Module 1.